The Worcester Railers have announced another signing in anticipation of the 2023-24 season. This time, it's a forward who helped set the pace on offense for the team last season. Blade Jenkins had the highest points per game total of any Railer on last season's squad and is getting ready to enter into his fourth season as a professional. Blade, welcome back to Worcester.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to be back.
So, Blade, early on here, just tell us first, how's your offseason been going so far?
It's going well. Staying busy. Putting a lot of work this off season in terms of on and off the ice. So, just looking forward to getting back to it.
So, what exactly is your training regimen like when you find yourself trying to stay in peak condition in the off season?
At the beginning, you're trying to get some rest and get the life back in you a little bit from a long season. And just every morning we're in the gym at 7:30 and Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the ice at 10:15. So just trying, stay in shape going into the season and make sure we're ready to go.
Well, if this upcoming season is anything like last year and the time you spent with the Railers, you're primed for some success. You had an amazing pace. You had 23 points in 21 games in your time here in Worcester last season. Just talk about the way that you see the game and how that allows you to really take control of the ice.
Yeah, it's just a confidence thing, just coming down and being put in positions to be able to have success, and I think that goes along with the coaching and them giving you the right information and not only that, but the players too. So I think last year we whoever I played with, we kind of fed off each other well, and we were able to produce at a high level, and I just want to keep that going into this year.
Now, you were able to spend the last couple of years in the Islanders system, still in the system here, but talk about your time spent under the Islanders and sort of what you've been able to learn so far to this point in your career.
Yeah, like you said, just it's been a big learning curve, and just kind of just learning how to be a pro. I think that's the big thing you take away from it, and not only how you treat your body at the rink, but away, and that's kind of the big thing you take away from these last 3 years. So.
Now, tell us a little bit, if you can, sort of what was it like talking with head coach and general manager Jordan LaValle Smotherman when it came time to come back here to Worcester for the season?
Just the excitement. I think we're on the same page in terms of we want to come and have a winning organization, and I want to do whatever I can to help this organization win. And I think that's exciting to hear from a coaching standpoint of just the excitement to bring someone in and have that excitement to win. And having obviously you saw we started last year, and just this year just try and take it, do the same thing, and just be excited to win and get back to it.
Taking the time now to get to know you a little bit more personally, so far to this point in your career, be it through your years as a professional or your years through junior so far, do you have any favorite hockey moments that have come up in your career?
Oh man, quite a few. I would say honestly, there was one in particular. We were it was in junior, believe it or not. We were down 6-0 going into the last minute and a half of the second period, and I was in Saginaw, and we ended up coming back with a 6-goal comeback, won 7-6 in overtime. That was probably one of the highlight moment, just in terms of how crazy the comeback was. But other than that, I think the other big exciting moments are just when you're in playoffs and you're making those long runs, and you have such a tight team and you're making those long runs together. I think those are kind of the special moments you take away forever, and you're always looking to continue to do that.
You're going to have to take me back to that 6-0 comeback. You're down late in the second. First, just what's that conversation in the locker room like?
After the first, it wasn't good, and then we let a few more in the second, and we got two in the last minute and a half, and then we just kind of went in, and the conversation of, let's not make this as bad as it is. Let's just try and get a few more and make it a little bit of a close game. And next thing you know, we got two more, and then it's like 6-4. You're like, oh, there's 6 minutes, 5-6 minutes left in this game, and you get another one, and then next thing you know, we tie it up, and then I think once we tied up, we knew we weren't losing that game. So
Coach must have had a mix of emotions. On one hand, you won the game, but on the other hand, you let yourself get down 6-0 in the first place.
yeah, no, he I remember our coach at the time coming in the locker room. He's like, I don't even know what to say. Good win. And I don't think I don't think anybody would know what to say in that scenario. Just happy you're able to pull out a win there.
Get the points in the game for sure. Now, in your time spent in Worcester last season, any specific memories that you've really associated with your time here in Worcester?
Yeah, absolutely. I think just kind of how we started last year, and I kind of touched on it a bit earlier, is just bringing that winning hockey back and trying to start off obviously the way we did last year, and kind of coming to the season with a record like that is pretty exciting. And obviously it was nice when the fans get into it too, and the teams are setting records and stuff like that at the beginning of the year. Always makes the buzz in the city and around the team always pretty sweet. So just trying to bring that into this year and see if we can't start off the same way as last year.
Now, while you were here in town, did you end up finding any favorite spots around town you like to hit, either after a game, for lunch after practice?
Uh, yeah, I mean, there's quite a few spots. It's kind of hard to uh, put my finger on one of them, but maybe in Hot Table was a pretty big one. A lot of the guys would go to, and I mean, other than that, I mean, just, as you know, there's quite a few spots to pick around. That's just one, and I mean, that's probably just a silly one to even name off because there's a lot better places than that. But that was always my favorite because I'm a big sandwich guy, so that's definitely one to go to.
That is a good one. You have a go-to order whenever you try to go to a sandwich shop or anything like that?
There they had this. I would definitely get the sandwich. I can't remember what it was now, but and then they had this walnut salad that was unbelievable. I would get with the sandwich, and I can eat a pretty good amount. So a sandwich and a salad was a must. So those are probably the two things I'd go after.
All right. Now, Blade, I got to ask you, our fans brought it up all the time last season. You've got one of the better names in hockey in Blade Jenkins. Talk about what it was like growing up sort of with that name and conversations you've had with people.
Yeah, everyone's definitely always asking me, how do you get the name? Is it hockey related? So on and so forth. It's definitely an easy conversation starter when I tell them what my name is. So, but it's a pretty nothing too special to how I got it. It was I'm the youngest of four, and my two older brothers and my sister loved it. So that's kind of how it came along. But it's definitely a good conversation starter to say the least. And let's just put it this way: they get my name on my Starbucks cup wrong quite often. So that's not one for me to be surprised though.
I'm not sure if my older brother got to pick my name. I'd have quite as much luck as something like that. But aside from that, last question for you here, Blade. Just when you come down to the DCU Center this upcoming season, when fans are in the building to watch you play, what can they expect from you this year?
I mean, just kind of hoping to pick up where I left off last year. Just be a big producer for this team, be a leader, and just try and set a good example and kind of have a winning mentality. I think that's what everyone wants, and I think that's what we're excited for going into this year.
All right. Well, Blade Jenkins, we're super excited to have you back here in Worcester for the upcoming season. Can't wait to see you down at the DCU Center on opening night, October 21st.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, there is another signing for the upcoming 2023-24 season. The Worcester Railers are going to announce more signings as the weeks come along, so be sure to stay tuned on all of our social media channels as those come along.